what we are going to lead off with is last week we asked a question about the worst bounties that are currently in the game. The bounties that you just don't want anything to do with anymore. A bunch of you sent in feedback, sent in what your thoughts on what you think it was. So let's talk about a few of them, shall we?
So first of all, you don't need to send me your best and worst bounties anymore. Okay. I really appreciate sending it in, but we got some really, really interesting statistics from those emails.
Okay.
So some of the worst bounties in Destiny, as voted on by the people who emailed us, are by far the number one was kill 3 enemies with supers.
Well, and that's because when you get the 3 enemies with supers and you chain it, any other kills you get past that don't count, right? Is that the problem? Or
no,
what's the beef?
It's just
they're
hard
just tired of it.
It's hard to get three in a row, and certain supers
for hunters, it's not hard. Let me tell you,
like with the pistol.
Well, with the pistol maybe, but. With the arc blade, not so
like
much.
I have a lot of trouble doing this with a Titan.
Okay.
And if you're a Defender Titan, like you pop a bubble, you can't do it with a Defender Titan.
Yeah.
So I really don't like that one, and that by far was one of the least liked by people.
Okay.
Next up was the fusion rifle double kill. That is where you use your fusion rifle, you charge it up, and you hopefully get 2 kills with 1 shot. I hate that one.
Okay, so in order to farm that, you do know the best place to farm that, right?
Yes, I do know the best place to farm it.
It's Fist of Crota, isn't it? It's the first mission in campaign where you end up on the moon.
Oh, World's Grave.
They've
awoken the hive.
Yeah, we've awoken the hive.
Yeah,
that one. Like most people just get a checkpoint there, respawn, and just use fusion rifles to get because all of those enemies are running at you close together.
That's not a bad one. Typically, I go to the stairwell in Cosmodrome.
Okay.
On patrol there and get it there, but it's not fun. It's not a fun bounty to do.
It's not. Unless you farm it that way. Yeah.
Well, it's still not fun to do.
No, agree.
And then, so this one was kind of a split. Well, let me just look at my notes here for a second. One that I saw a lot of people say they don't like that I disagreed with personally, but gold rating in public events. We got a lot of votes for that one where people were saying, hey, we really hate this bounty. And that surprised me because it's one of my favorites. It's not only a good way to farm marks for the Vanguard. You can also get Ascendant Shards or Ascendant Energies or sometimes Strange Coins
which is
or
only
Motes of Light.
Yeah, which is only relevant before you hit 30, let's be fair. But still, that's a perfectly viable avenue for that.
They're also really fun for me to do with a group. Doing solo, though, you're pretty much using, DestinyPublicEvents.com and you're chasing the public events.
Yeah, exactly.
I can understand why you don't like it, but personally, I really like it.
Yeah, I also don't. I don't think those are too bad, and I prefer a chance to sort of grab a fire team and just chase after them. Like we use Destiny Public Events as well, even though we're a group, because we just find them and move on. Or we separate. I don't think does it count if you separate?
So what you do with separating is they never take place at exactly the same time. They're usually about a minute off at the very least.
Yeah.
So your buddy can be like, all right, I'm going to start this one or tell you when it starts and get over
that's
here.
That's what we've done in the past. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I don't agree with that choice either as one of the worst. I feel like the other two that were mentioned.
But the people have spoken.
That's fair.
What they chose.
I respect the people. I'm a man of the people. I just disagree with the people right now.
Some interesting stats were the best bounties. Well, actually, the interesting stuff was the splits where people are half and half.
Okay, give me a split. What do you got?
Well, let's do best and worst first, then we'll do splits.
Okay.
How about that?
So
some of the favorites. Number one was Hive Majors and Ultras. Cosmodrome, you go down the stairs, you kill the Hive. But just kill any Ultra type of enemy, the ones with the yellow bars, those seem to perform pretty well.
And you can run into yellow bars on any sort of mission that's been tuned to like hard. Like super hard. I mean, like the highest difficulty, I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yes.
Some people didn't like the Fallen Majors or Ultras, but the Gracelix target one in the Archive on Venus, that's a really good spot to farm that one. Just don't kill the boss and you can die and then restart and get your 10 pretty quickly.
Right. Okay.
But anyway, those rated really well. People really like collecting the 200 whatever
sensor mites,
like sensor mites on Cosmodrome.
Yeah, name here.
People really like that one, and a lot of people really liked melee kill 30 enemies without dying.
Easy.
That one's funny. You just run up and punch people.
Yeah, you just run up and punch people. But I will say both of those are examples of really easy bounties. Like I know with the 200 sensor mites, we sort of spread out a fire team that I was playing with, and we easily got that one like within a few, not even maybe a couple of minutes is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like it went really. I was surprised how fast it goes versus doing it alone.
It's also stackable with the melee kills, so you can be collecting sensor mites while getting the melee kills while working on 9,000 XP.
And those are my favorite bounties, are the ones that stack. Whereas it feels like when it's the ones that are sort of unique or alone,
left alone.
Yeah, I don't want to do those.
So talking about the splits where it's about 50-50, one of those examples is kill heroic enemy types, like kill Gracelisk on Venus or kill Valis Talark. Half the people hated them, half the people liked them. So that was kind of a split. Personally, I like them because I have save points near all those guys now. Yeah. So you just hop in and you do them quick. Patrols, just in general, like do 6 patrols on a planet. That one was pretty split, probably because you get materials now for doing the 6 patrol missions, but it's not worth as much experience points.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that being a reason why someone will be annoyed by that.
And then what was the other one?
It's pretty good.
That was it.
Rundown. Thank you so much for anyone who emailed that feedback and sent in like what are your worst, what were your favorite bounties? Like that's good for us to know. Did we ever come up with a community bounty? Do we want a community bounty?
So we have Brian sent in a ridiculously difficult community bounty. I'll read it off, and if anybody sends in I don't know how they do this. Send a clip of them doing this or anything.
Can a screenshot show it off or no?
No. So Brian suggested do Crota without activating lamps. Never use rocket launchers. Go across the bridge and melee kill the ogres.
Wait a minute. Crota normal?
Yeah, Crota normal or hard. Hall, get to the chest without invisibility.
That's too much.
Uryut, only use shotguns, and Crota, never go back to the crystal room. So Brian, I like where your head's at, but that is like a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, also the clip, I don't think we can get a clip long enough for no rockets ever. Like that would be pretty difficult to get.
So how about do lamps with no lamps activated?
Is that possible? Has it been done?
Well, you can do it. I know it's possible. Like you just need to kill everything on your way. But
but how do you remove stacks? You're not removing stacks.
No, you'd slow walk all the way up there.
Oh, that's got to be the longest. How's that even a clip we can get? I need something tangible.
That's tangible. That would only take about 10 minutes maybe to get to the ending.
Okay. What's the max
without activating
of a
lamps?
PS4 or Xbox?
15 minutes.
It's 15?
Yeah, I think Xbox does 5.
Okay. So right now, if you're on PS4, you have an advantage for the clip side.
Yeah, that's true.
But can they send us all 15 minutes? Or all 10 minutes?
Yeah, they can just put it on YouTube and go ahead and send me a link. The email is destiny@ign.com.
Okay, I want to see it. The gauntlet has been thrown. Brian, thank you so much for emailing those in. But I will say, tone it down, man. Like, what about just a silly picture with, like, Atheon or something? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Guys, we do need bounty suggestions. So if you have any other simple ones that involve, like, taking a screenshot, that'll be easier for me to read in the emails and everything. Jose.
Yeah.
On the bounty note, I did want to talk about some suggestions really quick because I really, really loved some of these.
Okay, let's hear them.
A Nightfall playlist with random modifiers was sent in by Bentley.
Oh,
Bentley, I really like this idea.
I like that too.
Like, imagine if you could do more than one Nightfalls, or like the Nightfalls get harder and harder, like more and more modifiers stack up to your disadvantage, you know, and you get a better reward. Like maybe that's a way they could just change Nightfalls in general.
Or you do what Smash Brothers did with is Crazy Hand mode, where each time you first of all, Nightfall's hard enough as it is. But let's say you finish Nightfall, you reach the end, you decide to re-roll or rerun Nightfall. You
rerun Nightfall for a better reward.
Put the reward at risk. So if you die, if you wipe on Nightfall, it's gone. Like
you get no reward at all.
Yeah, you get nothing. I want it to be hard. I want it to be difficult.
Well, I feel like you should still get the reward because you did the Nightfall.
Fine, but that reward should be like somehow downgraded. Like if you risk it, you are putting your name on. Yes, I can do this. Like I think that's kind of like people who play Diablo 3 and they YOLO. You know, they roll the permadeath character, and it's like once you die, that's it. It's the end. I'm not saying have the permadeath aspect, but take the reward away.
Yeah.
And I think people who would go for that would really enjoy it too. Like some people just like that intense difficulty. I know I would enjoy that.
I really like that one from Bentley.
Nice.
Thank you for sending that in. Garrett sent in some simpler ones, weapon-based bounties like kill however many with a scout rifle.
Okay.
You know, or kill 100 dregs versus like kill 100 enemies. You know, like kill a specific enemy type. They have that
Wipe
for
them out.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
of them.
Michael sent in patrols with difficulty modifiers.
Okay.
That could be kind of interesting.
That could be kind of interesting. I like that.
I really like this one from Michael. Kill all enemies on a planet.
That's not possible.
No, you totally could. Like, I know they respawn and everything, but
respawn.
maybe you go into a unique instance and you have to kill everything on that planet. That would be really fun to do with a fire
is
team.
A fun thing to do. No,
that would be fun with a fire team.
I don't know how I feel about that one. It's just a video game. I get it, but like maybe set up an arena where that's happening. I just think that's too much ground to cover.
Yeah,
maybe that's
true.
just me.
Rahul said a weekly bounty of complete all raids on normal and then hard.
Okay.
51 shots, one-shot kills with shotties or snipers.
Hey, dig back into that Bungie history right there. I like it. Shoddy snipers.
Yeah. 10 kills with one rocket.
Okay.
That one would be tricky. Get a kill with every shot from a hand cannon. You know, just bounties like that.
Nice.
So those were pretty cool. I spent a lot of time on the bounty talk.
You did.
Yeah,
but I hope people enjoyed it, and we're still looking for your suggestions on this stuff. I actually like the creativity on display here, I have to say.
Yeah.
So if you think you can one-up that, why don't you email us, destiny@ign.com. Let us know what you think would be a suitable bounty or bounties that either Bungie should try or that we should put out to our community, and we'll see what we can get you.